Between misunderstandings, Sandra slowly withdrew to herself. She was confused in fact. What was the point of being sent to school if she couldn't bring the knowledge back home? Her mother saw pride in her daughter. The hurt, Dad always wanted to listen to Sandra's lessons from school. He quizzed his daughter and showed enthusiasm, which left Sandra determined to learn more so she'd make him proud in the industry one day. Go and learn, my daughter. Think of me as a donkey. I'll do all the heavy load carrying. You just focus on your studies. Don't think about where the money will come from. Your mother and Elle will do it. Sandra was always reading at home. Sometimes her mother would do the dishes as a way of portraying her daughter as arrogant. Sandra would try to tell her mother she was waiting for everyone to be done. Her dad became her happy place. She felt herself in his company. She would laugh and relieve herself of the tension in the home. She knew she was going to be great. Her dad was her biggest cheerleader. Schools opened again. Sandra had dreams to excel in life. However, she didn't like the feeling of being misunderstood by her mother. She thought about it every day at school. It somehow affected her. She joined mentorship programs to uplift herself. What if playing small in life was the norm she had to break? Why was she being viewed different just from voicing out the possibility of a good life? She tried to keep conversation with her mother, to keep things alive between them. Unfortunately, the only things they could talk about was how school was, and not how it was personally to her. Sandra writes her dreams in her journal. There's a huge gap between her current stage and where she wants to go, but that doesn't scare her. It strengthens her. She's willing to learn and hold on. When Sandra came to this school, she beat the elite kids academically. They came to her for help. That was her starting point. They needed her, just like the world would need her. She invested in herself. This was not about anyone. This was about what she dreamt herself. That was the peace she established within herself. It wasn't up to Sandra to convince her mother. Results would do the work for her. Sandra resolved to being a child in the home. She'd stop sharing her dreams since they were received wrongly. This had somehow almost made Sandra give up on dreaming altogether until she read a book. Sandra made an effort to have conversations that didn't provoke her mother. She would work hard quietly and prove herself one day, not now, in words. Her mother started to gradually loosen up again. Tensions did rise here and there in the home. Sometimes her mother would send an impression that her daughter wouldn't even help out in the home. Sandra sometimes found reading at home hard. The mother would sometimes even ask the dad to talk sense into his daughter. She felt as though sending their daughter to an elite school was costing them. For the sake of peace, the dad would comply. Sandra didn't want to wage tension between her parents. She didn't want to pull her dad from her mom. She became the bigger person. She understood how tough it was for her dad also. Silence was growth.